What's up, everybody? You know, this is a response to Nostagia Critc Doug Walker's review last week of Scooby-Doo, which, incidentally, I don't think is his last episode. I think we all pretty much know it's not his last episode. But this is a response to his review for Scooby-Doo, the 2002 movie. I don't know what to say. I mean, I can understand Doug, Nostagia Critc, whatever you want to call the guy, is probably a fan of the original incarnation of Scooby-Doo. And he looks at this as a bit of a spoof. And I hate to say this, but it's not a spoof. It's basically, how do I put this? It's based on the characters. We know that it's based on the show. But it has them more in a grown-up kind of situation. They're still young, they're still themselves, but it's more like, you know, look, it's more basically aimed at every age, but it's more adult-like. And believe me, if you read the final script, or not the final script, but if you would have read portions of the script originally when it was being proposed or written, you would see that this is more aimed for adults and everything than just a younger audience. That's why it garnered the PG rating. It could have gotten a lot higher, but still. But let me explain to you about, let me kind of reply to it. I know some people like Doug and Nostagia Critc kind of have their differences about the film. I get that. You know, they have the differences. They feel, some probably feel, some longtime fans feel that it's a disgrace, it's a disservice. But it's not. It actually, to me, it captures the essence of the film. Of the characters. It does. And to me, it gives a lot of nods to a lot of the past incarnations or past animated series and stuff of Scooby-Doo. For example, you have Daphne being the one to go up to Shaggy and Scooby and tell them to come with her to the castle. That, to me, from what I can tell, and I'm sure anybody may agree with this, is a nod to the all-new Scooby-Doo, Scrappy-Doo show and 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, when, with the exception of Scrappy, you just had Shaggy, Scooby, Daphne. You get what I'm saying? I mean, they're all subtle hints to the original show. I mean, the way they kick it off is a subtle hint and tribute to Where Are You, new Scooby-Doo, you know, Where Are You, the new Scooby-Doo movies, and the Scooby-Doo show. It's a subtle nod. The flashback, if you will, joke or not, is a subtle nod to Scooby-Doo, Scrappy-Doo show, but also was a service to the fans who found Scrappy annoying. I'll give them credit there. That was a surprise. But anyway, to me, this does have a lot of subtle hints and nods and tributes, if you will, to the previous incarnation of Scooby-Doo. You know, again though, I'm not saying Doug doesn't have a right to feel the way he does as himself and as the Nostagia Critc, and other fans don't feel the same way. I'm just saying that from my perspective, I thought it was good. I thought it was a good movie. I still think it's good. To me, it's one of the better adaptations of a Hanna-Barbera cartoon out there. And there have been some good ones, and there have been some bad ones. This is one of the good ones. And even its sequel is decent. I mean, I wouldn't have spent the money I did, $7, $8, if you will, to go see it in the theaters if I didn't think it was good. And to me, it was good. I wouldn't have spent the money to buy the movies when they came out on DVD if I didn't think they were good. And they're good. So to me, I have an opposite view of it. It's good. You know, yes, it may have, some people will say it's annoying parts and all that, but you know what? To me, I don't see any of that. I just see a pure live-action adaptation and at times tribute and nod to the Scooby-Doo franchise. I mean, like I said, the beginning with the mystery, the solving coming to an end, a nod to Where Are You, new Scooby-Doo movies, and Scooby-Doo show. How is it a nod? Well, like I said, Where Are You with the Luna Ghost and everything, movies, Pamela Anderson, in the Scooby-Doo show just basically being the same thing. But you get what I'm saying, right? Hopefully some of you get what I'm saying. It's got all these nods and tributes. Yes, some of them may, like the flashback may surprise you and everything, but that's a nod to Scooby-Doo, Scrappy-Doo show, and the fact also it's a fan service nod to the fans that felt Scrappy was annoying and unnecessary. That's why they made him the villain, because it was a nod to the fans saying, okay, it was Roger Gould's nod to the fans saying, okay, I get your point. I understand where you're coming from. I understand me, myself, Joseph Barbera, who I think was still alive at the time, helping out, and the Japanese guy that was helping out. They kind of both, I think, along with Roger Gould and a few others, said, okay, we get what these fans, how these fans feel about Scrappy. Let's do the flashback, kind of be a nod to Scooby-Doo, Scrappy-Doo show, but also be a nod to them, saying, okay, we understand you find him annoying. Here, we're going to dump him off, and thus make him the villain at the end. If you get what I'm saying. But overall, I thought Scooby-Doo, to me, the Scooby-Doo movie, I thought was good. Because like I said, it's got those nods there. Daphne having Scooby and Shaggy come with her to go, to the castle. A nod to the all-new Scooby-Doo, Scrappy-Doo show, as well as 13 Ghosts. So you kind of get what I'm saying. Hopefully. And again, I know there's going to be many that will agree with Doug's assumption as a Nostagia Critc and how he feels about it. But to me, I thought it was good. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that will agree with me on that. So overall, that is my response to Doug Walker, Nostagia Critic's review of Scooby-Doo 2002 movie. And believe me when I say this, this is not Doug's final review, whether you want to believe it or not. Right now, he's focusing more on getting the parts to boldly flee out, and then he's going to probably focus on what happens next. And hey, if it is his final episode, what a way to go out, right? But it's not. Okay? There's too much more. He loves doing what he's doing. He loves doing what he does for himself, for the fans, for us, the fans, I should say, so it's not his final episode. But again, this is my response to his review. Comment video response down below if you like. I'll talk to you all later.